orientation. Is everybody here for that? Yeah. So, you should have gotten a folder, yellow folder, a handbook, a name tag, your picture taken, your should have or will fill out a spreadsheet over there, which is all your contact information. And next to it are some, what do you call it, like t-shirts, polo shirts. So when you start your first level 1 field work, you got to wear that. That's sort of your uniform. And so we wanted to have shirts to model the size for you. So if you have not done that, put it on your to-do list. Don't leave here today without doing it. In your folder, there's a little schedule. So let's kind of just go over what we're going to be doing today. We'll start with introductions. I'll be going over the curriculum a little bit, what you've bought into here. And then around 10 to 10:30, our fieldwork folks are going to come. There's a lot of policies around fieldwork. Fieldwork is sort of an administrative nightmare. And we have 4 people that deal with fieldwork. So it's kind of a crazy thing because they're coordinating fieldwork for all 3 programs. So they'll explain a lot of their procedures and so forth. 10:30 to 11, I'll be going over, and Brittany a little bit, some of the technology stuff. You all should have gotten something in the mail from Bernal, if you're not a Bernal student, that gives you all your passwords. Okay, so look in your email, your personal email for that, or you got it physically in an envelope. And it gives all your passwords for the software. Nancy?
The ones that are not registered yet do not have their PIN number, but I'm going to do that next week.
Okay, all right. Then we'll do a little getting to know you activity, and then we do want you to know, we'll dismiss you at 12, but financial aid will be here at 12. So for anybody who wants to talk to the financial aid people, they're here at your service. And so you just kind of line up and talk to them. And they seem to get through you pretty quickly. Okay? Any questions about the plan for the day? All right. The other thing is we're going to have some people sort of dropping in and out. In case you were in any other part of the building, we have a bunch of things going on today. I sort of canceled my final exam, which in the day program, which occurs right now normally, and made it online. But anyway, that same group of day students is next door doing their final presentations. So we have some day students in the building, and we have about 85 students who are from 3 different programs doing what we call boot camp. And boot camp is where we get you ready before you go on your level 2 fieldwork. So you're going to see all kinds of people in the building, and I told the students, hey, just pop in and say hello. There's one group in the building that just finished their first level 2. So they were where you were, you know, kind of 8 semesters ago or 9 semesters ago. And they're in their they'll be in their last fieldwork in the spring. So I thought it'd be good for you to kind of hear from them that you can survive this and, you know, hang in there, it'll be okay kind of thing, rah, rah. So we'll be having several students come. So Nancy, do you want to come and say a welcome? And I think everybody knows Nancy, the admissions superstar. Give her a round of applause.
I'm so glad to see you. You need to give yourself a pat on the back because you've been through a lot to get here. You've been through a lot. And so you've got a lot of people here. You're doing good. You can do this. It's going to be hard. If you still have questions about stuff, you know where to find me. My office is up in Gainesville. You've got my email, right? Yes.
And tell them about yourself.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm a graduate of Bernal's program as well, but not from here. When I started, which wasn't that long ago, they didn't have a program here in Norcross. So I'm a graduate of the day program, 2009. I've worked, before that, I pretty much raised kids.
Just
Lots
6
of kids.
children.
I have 6 sons, so I raised kids.
Wow.
I earned my gray hair. So if you got questions about boys, I know. Anyway, yeah.
Sign in, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, how about our other folks come up and say hey? Come up front. And Tiffany, and then Summer will come up too.
Hi, everybody. My name's Brittany. I'm part of the fieldwork team. I'm the fieldwork assistant under the 3 academic fieldwork coordinators who you'll get to meet during your time in the program. I'm a graduate of UGA.
Any Bulldogs here?
Yeah.
All right, well,
I have background in psychology and human development and family sciences, so I feel like I fit pretty good with the OT community here and look forward to working with all of you guys.
and you're in school?
Oh, yes, I'm in the MBA project management program here for now, taking all online courses through our adult graduate studies program that I'm sure you're familiar about.
I'm Tiffany. I'm actually the Gainesville program office manager, so you probably won't have a whole lot of interaction with me, maybe a little bit.
Just at special events, probably, yeah.
Summer and I kind of help fill in for each other if we're ever out. I went to UGA as well, majored in psych, and now do my MBA here at Cornell.
Any questions? All right, Summer, come on up.
Yes.
This is we have one more admin person named Carol. And Carol is up in Gainesville. She's we call her our operations manager. And she deals with a lot of curriculum things. She will send lots of times your textbook list, your thesis ballots. Those will be later, don't fret about it. But you'll hear us saying, well, talk to Carol. And you'll be like, who's Carol? So, Summer, introduce yourself.
I'm Summer Redmond. I'm the office manager for OT here in Norcross, so you will probably get a lot of emails from me. I apologize.
Don't ignore
In
them.
advance, yes, if you get information multiple times, but I'd rather you have it and know than not know. I've been here for now for about 7 months.
Yay.
Yeah, that's.
And
she's awesome.
their job as admin folks is to keep us all organized and on track.
And they're awesome.
Yeah, so sometimes we do over communicate, but I would rather over than under. But if you feel like we are over emailing you, let us know and we'll try to streamline stuff. But I would don't ignore our messages, because especially for the weekend students, I mean, email is your lifeline to us. And we can deal with a lot of stuff via email or on the phone driving up 985 back and forth. So, anyway, okay, thank you. Yay. Yay.
Come on down, you're the next contestant
Uh-huh.
Meet these students.
Tell them who you are, how wonderful you are, what your background is.
I'm Janine Craig, and.
Not Jenny Craig.
Not Jenny Craig, I do, weight gain, not weight loss, I do love to eat. I am the academic fieldwork manager here, and I will have the wonderful benefit of being able to teach you your first semester, your first professional reasoning class, and I love that class, I love getting to know you. I have been in practice for about 32 years. My specialty is the neonatal intensive care unit. I started out in adult acute care rehab with traumatic brain injury, spinal cord injury, burns, but quickly settled into pediatrics, really lived all over the country.
In your folder, you have your little schedule, like a graphic of your schedule. So now you have a face to connect with the instructor. OT 606. Wait, it's the last thing in here. It's like peachy colorish. Looks like that. You even did it in color? So see, this is Janine. See, Professor Craig? That's her.
Yeah.
What do you like to be called?
You can call me Janine.
However,
If you are in the presence of somebody else, like
The
the
president.
dean, the president, then you can refer to me as Professor Craig. We see you as our future colleague, so we do have a degree of familiarity. However, we also have to maintain a degree of professionalism, because we also want you to be prepared for fieldwork experiences. And your fieldwork supervisors, also called CIs, will expect some type of a degree of professionalism. So I'm really looking forward to teaching you. We will, I'm going to talk a little bit later about some other stuff, but
Just tell them about, you have 6 kids too.
I do.
Is this crazy, these people?
I actually have a 7th for 1 year. We've taken in a young man from Spain, and so he is my Spanish son.
What about your doctorate and your music habit?
Okay, I'm finishing up my PhD in infant and early childhood mental health and developmental disorders. I'm actually working on my dissertation where I'm interviewing parents that are just coming home from the NICU with
So if you know anybody, send them her
with
way.
micro-preemies, so 24 to 28 weekers. I am also a professional musician. I play oboe in a couple of orchestras, and then I play in the Metro Jazz Club. I play alto saxophone. I've had some really cool gigs lately.
Yeah,
It's really neat.
yeah.
So that's my mental health. You must have mental health outlets while
And
you are in this
balance,
program.
yeah.
Work-life balance. We are occupational therapists, right? I'm really excited about getting to know each of you, and I'll be talking to you a little bit later.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lily, I give everybody nicknames.
Yes, she
so
does.
If you don't like my nickname for you, just tough, no. Give me another name to call you. Okay.
So, my name is Lisa Schubert, and we are going to be together starting first day for Conceptual Foundation. So
603, 603L.
So, Janine Craig and I work really closely together with you all for this semester. So really, we tag team this really nicely because the whole concept of Conceptual Foundation is this is it. This is the best course you'll ever take in this program because this is really honing in on what the profession is and beginning that socialization into the profession. So while you're taking all the other science-driven stuff that is driving you crazy, please find a really comfy chair in your house that you can begin reading all
The
of the
Bible.
reading. Because this
The
is where
OT
it's at.
Bible.
This is where it's at. So don't wait until the last minute to buy it. Because reading for you all will start well before we meet. And I hate to say it in grad school, whether you
Book
like
list
it or
is
not.
here, by the way.
And the book list for this course is like, you've got to be kidding, it's really long, but everything is chunked in the beginning, and you will use the same textbooks throughout.
Do not sell them at the end
In
of the
fact,
semester.
I just got this back 5 minutes ago from a student who's about to leave the building to go up to level 2, but she needed to borrow it on site for a day. Okay, so you'll use it throughout, okay?
I will brag a little bit. The main editor of that textbook is our associate dean, and she's gonna pop in this morning too. I wrote the eval chapter in it. Several of our faculty have written chapters in it. So this is the OT Bible that is used kind of worldwide. So this is like a big deal that you're coming here and the editor of that book is your dean or associate dean. So,
It is a big deal.
And those of you who will get to know my dance skills will love my evaluation chapter because I talk about the dance of eval and intervention, and I do have some nice moves.
It's not surprising,
right?
it's
Yes.
one of the least bright and most amusing chapters.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
so
yes.
you'll read her personality in it when you read this
Good,
chapter.
good. That's
However, it is reading, and so the way so many of the courses are, get used to it, is you gotta do the work on the front end before you come in the morning on our long Saturdays together. And we'll have fun while we're together, but you gotta be prepared to come in and do, because you do on ground. And the whole idea of this course is it's based on occupation. So what I want you to do, starting out, is leave here, if you still want to come back after today, then spend your time with holiday time with family and friends, and be mindful of how you are explaining what the heck you're getting yourself into. Okay, how did you explain what this program is. And then from the first step, we'll hone in on occupations and what it means, okay? Just personally, what should I say, 4'11". I am from.
She's shorter than me, which
Yeah,
is why I like her.
and but we both carry a big mouth,
That's right.
right? So, and we're both from New York, New Jersey,
Yeah.
so whatever.
Gotta love it, gotta love it.
And, but I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So when it comes to weekends and travel, like many of you, I travel too. So I come here for 3 to 4 days a week and stay here locally, but I live with my husband elsewhere. And I am by OT, a pediatric OT. So I have always worked with infants and children.
And your background was special ed
Yeah.
before you got your OT.
Yeah, I started as a special ed teacher and then went
Any
back.
other special ed teachers in the room? You usually have, any teachers? What kind of
Good.
teacher?
Early childhood education.
All right,
Okay,
you
close
get this,
enough.
yay, get a
All
prize.
So I went back for a basic master's, just when it was transitioning from bachelor's to master's, in New York. And then I practiced for 25 years in a variety of settings, in a variety of cities across the country, and kind of felt that little burnout, like been there, done this, don't know what else I want to do. So I went back for post-professional OTD. And so I did it distance from Boston University and just finished in 2012. So I'm kind of a new grad, but an old grad, because I've been
And you've
practicing
been teaching though
for 31
like,
years.
but
Yeah.
how many years were you teaching in Tennessee?
Yeah, so
7
I
or 8
was,
or-
yeah,
yeah.
well, 6.
Yeah.
6 years at University of, anyone from Tennessee? Where you
Yay,
James?
from? Okay.
I'm gonna give you a Georgia peach.
That's hilarious.
Okay. So.
You have how
what
many
else?
kids?
So I have 3 that are 20-somethings, and yesterday was a really big day for our family because our oldest, finally, he's gonna be 27 in May, got out of higher education. He finished his master's on top of a law degree, on top of undergrad, so finally, he walked out of the
Yay.
classroom yesterday. Sane, hopefully, it's all working, so that's a big deal. Now I only have one more who's 21 and she's an engineering student, so she has a year and a half left to go, and then we're out of the academic business.
Good, then you could start
Right.
saving money for your own retirement.
Yeah, so in any case, I feel so good when we come around to this semester with you all because it's revitalizing a passion for the foundation of the profession, which I look forward to every year. So hopefully it'll jumpstart you all and it'll be reinvigorating for me as well. And what's best about this semester that you take it is that it crescendos from January through April. And April is, anybody know? Because you get a prize. Why is April significant in OT? Anyone know?
Who said
Yeah,
that?
right here.
Who said that?
I
Yay!
think that's your name.
Something
Era.
with the
Era.
brain on it.
April is OT month, and it is, it culminates in our national meeting and conference, which this year, in April, is in, anyone know?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yay!
Nashville, very good. So it's in Nashville, close enough for you all to come join us in Tennessee.
Somewhere around April 15th-ish.
Yeah,
So we're all going.
so good.
Good.
All right,
All right, thank
See
you,
you soon.
Lisa.
steal your coffee and leave.
All right. We'll have some other people popping in. Dr. Probert, Chrissy Probert, who will be teaching you on Friday nights up in Gainesville Anatomy. She'll be popping in too. I don't know if Mills is in the building, but if you see her, she's sort of on medical leave, but you'll see her as well. And I think that'll be all your teachers. So that's good, you're getting to see their faces. We periodically will have like a lunch and learn on a Saturday. We usually try to do one of those per semester, and we make those mandatory. because that's the way we get you to go. We usually will provide lunch once a semester, that's the other way we get you to be there. But in the professional world, you have a duty and a responsibility for ongoing education. That's part of being a professional. So we'll expect that you go to a lot of these special events, and we'll tell you when they're mandatory. So if you have a question though, ask myself or Summer or other faculty, is that a mandatory event? Because I have whatever going on. The only other special event that is mandatory, and I want you to write this down now, is April 10th. April 10th is a class night anyway, and you'll have anatomy that night. But April 10th during the day, you need to take off at least part of the day. We'll give you more information soon. But I think that it's a research symposium up in Gainesville, and it goes from, I think, 10 to 5, or something like that. And then you have a little break, then go to your anatomy class. But that day, I'll have a sign-in sheet and make sure that you attend at least part of that. So even if you got there at 1, that's okay, okay? So just plan on being up in Gainesville early that day. That's the only other mandatory special event that's outside of your class time. AOTA is optional, but highly encouraged. The following year, it'll be in Chicago, where I heard somebody saying they're from Chicago. Yay, Chicago! Here, you get an Army water bottle. So for those of you, like AOTA moves around every year, so, you know, it's going to be so close. I highly recommend AOTA, and there's cheap ways for students to go. 1, you get the student rate. 2, if you volunteer for it, you can, like if you volunteer to be a room monitor in the sessions, you get a badge and you get to go to the expo. So it's almost like kind of going for free or really discounting it. So try to be clever about that. You know, pile in a hotel room with your classmates, and you know, you could really do it pretty cheaply, being as close as
Want to talk about
it is.
AOTA membership?
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but, okay. So, I'll introduce myself. My name is Mary Shotwell, and I'm originally from New Jersey. Anybody from New Jersey? Yay! Where? Where the heck is that? She gets a t-shirt, because she's my Jersey girl. She's not XL though. Oh, my word, they're all big. You can wear it like a night shirt. Let's see what we got. We got all L's and 2XL. All right, you're just gonna wear it like a night shirt. What does it say? Occupational therapy, OTs make every day Independence Day. Where is the region?
It's in Central Jersey by like Great Adventure, Six Flags.
Jackson?
Yeah,
Like
my
near
dad's
Jackson, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Newark,
Okay.
so, yeah. So anyway, I have 3 children, not like these other 6 kid people, but they drive me just as crazy as having 6. But one of my daughters, my eldest, is actually in the weekend program. It's a little awkward, but she actually had a psych degree, and then like, you know, kind of did jobs that maybe didn't help her out financially. And one of her friends said, "You should be an OT." And she was like, "Oh, no, my mother does that." Oh. Anyway, so you will have me probably for class in the summer, I think. Yeah, you'll have me for neuroscience. But anyway, so that's me. I have worked in all areas of OT except the NICU. And except burns. So I kind of go from little infants all the way to old people. My PhD is in adult education, but really it was gerontology / health promotion-ish. and my master's was from the Medical University of South Carolina. Anybody from South Carolina? No? All right, we could talk bad about them. And my undergrad from Temple University, Philadelphia. Anybody from Philadelphia? No, all right, no prizes. You can start making stuff up for prizes. No, you're not. Okay. All right, so you know what I want to do, because last time we didn't get to meet everybody. So I want you to turn the paper over and write down one thing that you bring to this community, to this cohort. Write it down. Just don't copy from each other. And one thing you need from the group. What do you need from this group? Don't think too long. It's just scratch paper. You're not turning it in. One thing that you bring to the group, or this new family we have just formed today, and what you need from this new family. Okay, everybody got something? Okay, that's what you need from the group. There you go. I helped you out there, Denise. Everybody got something? Now, you know my nickname for you is Niecy. All right. Like Niecy Nash, who I absolutely love. You can't stand there, why? She's funny. Okay, so I want to get to know each of you. So, and Summer's kind of listening too. We will assign you a big, or we call them big sibs. So a big brother or sister in the class above you. So that we'll give you their name and number, and hopefully those people will reach out to you. We'll nag them to reach out to you. But you need to reach out to them too and say, oh God, what's this Shotwell thing? She's mean. How do I deal with her? You know, I mean, that's why you need a big brother or big sister, right? To guide you. They're a little bit ahead of you. So that's how we sort of figure out who you are. We try to assign you to somebody in the class above who maybe has something in common. Although we just decided, because there's only one guy in the cohort above you, that we're going to assign him to all the guys. So you have a bro team in the class above you. Okay? And there is another fourth guy named Eric who's out of the country. So there's 4 guys, so there's some comfort. I feel so sorry for Weston. He's by his lonesome in the class above you. So, and I want to know where you're from, what your undergrad was in, and then tell me the things you know. Yes. So stand up and face the friends.
Okay, so my name is Stephanie Bear. I'm from Athens, Georgia, and I have an undergraduate degree from UGA in dietetics.
Oh, good. But you're not were you going to do clinical dietetics?
I have worked as a community health nutritionist.
Great.
for 5 years,
Okay.
but I didn't do the RD track.
Okay. We have some faculty doing research on obesity. So good. That's cool. Yeah.
So I would say I bring, but I'm very driven
Food,
and
we
dedicated.
hope.
I bring.
Okay.
I bring food and travel in my purse.
Okay.
And I need a study community. So
Great.
people to study with.
All right.
Program with.
So write your name down, friends. Stand up, face the group. And I do want to come up here to the front of the class. Come here. Come here. Because she gets bonus points today. Because look at her matchy. Look. I noticed it as soon as she walked in. I looked at that. Notice how I have like the peach here. I thought about it, right? It's kind of like this off greenish red. Okay, so this matchy gets you bonus points with me and Janine. I'm just saying. Okay, so go ahead, talk to everybody.
My name is Sarai Manuel, and I'm from Athens.
Oh,
I have my undergrad degree in business administration.
What do you do for work?
Right now, I'm just subbing at the kids' school,
Oh, okay, cool.
taking care of children.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I have a bunch of jobs. I bring a little personality. friend of
Yes,
mine,
the
I love
matchy-matchy, the
people.
bam color.
And I need encouragement.
Okay, we can do that, all right?
I got your back.
All right, thank you. Saran is how you say it, Saran. Okay, stand up, face the group, talk loud.
I'm Elizabeth Doran, and I'm from Valparaiso, Indiana.
Where?
Valparaiso, Indiana.
Valparaiso, Indiana.
So by Chicago, yeah.
Okay, all right, we have like several faculty right now from Indiana, and actually Weston, who I was talking about in the class above, he's from Indiana. And a bunch of people in our day program from Indiana. What's up with Indiana that everybody's moving here? It's too cold, right? All right,
Alright, I graduated from IU with exercise science with a DME. And I just got a cyclical puppy Felix. He's super cute and friendly, so if anybody gets depressed,
okay.
puppy
Puppy therapy day, okay. We like that.
And what I need is info on the area, I guess, some support.
You
I don't
just
know
moved
what-
here?
Yeah, I'm just moving.
So are you looking for a roommate?
I think I'm gonna live by myself, but I'm trying to find an apartment.
Maybe where somebody else lives, like
Maybe
close
that.
to somebody in the class. So catch her at the break if you live kind of close by. All right, good. All right, Elise, another bulldog.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I went to UGA. I'm from Marietta, Sandy Springs area, so really close. I've met Mary before. I was at the MIG program at orientation, but
And she chickened out. No. What happened? I don't remember why.
It was a lab, but
Oh,
it was
you
okay.
didn't finish all your
Yeah,
courses.
It was okay because I was able to travel Europe, so maybe I bring like a love of traveling
Cool, yeah.
and hopefully a sense of humor. But I will need encouragement and help with studying and study groups.
Okay. Is anybody in the group consider themselves, my daughter calls herself this, and I'm an anxious freak. Oh, okay. You get a spinal cord keychain. Who's the other anxious freak? Yeah, you get a bookmark, okay. So nobody has shared that yet, I'm kind of surprised. All right. I didn't think you were, I just was like, all right. You wouldn't have gotten here if you weren't like a person who was kind of like, you know, concerned about your performance, right? So, you know, after tests and in class, you're gonna like, people are gonna be, what was that question about? You know, and you're like, go away if you're an anxious person, because that's just gonna heighten the anxiety, right? Yeah. And then have her bring the puppies, okay? All right, hey, all right, we got a new friend. Yes, she is a matchy-matchy girl too, yes, uh-huh. She dresses,
It doesn't have to match, it has to go.
right, yes, but she dresses much cooler than I do. I dress like the suburban mom, and she dresses like more cool, little edgy.
Well, I have a 15, a 16, and an 18-year-old, and if I go out of the house looking, you know, not like they approve, they're like, no.
Tell them who you are and what your role with
Well, I
them.
just got my scores back from a dynamic test, and I exceeded on everything.
Yay! So proud of
And
you.
I can text and drive. No.
Yay, right.
There you go. I'm Chrissy Probert. I am a faculty member here. I am 3/4 time, which means you guys will see me, you know, on and off in different segments. You guys have me first for anatomy, which means you're going to love me and hate me sometimes at the same time, okay? So we'll start out on Friday nights.
Yes.
And I'll have you guys, now it may show on your schedule that you have different sections. Like it may say that you have lab from 7 to 8 and your friends might have lab from 9 to 10 or something like that. You're going to be there the whole time. There's not a division. We're all together and we learn together. So we're there from 6 to 10. And some of the things I'll tell you first day of class is that, you know, we do lots of dynamic stuff. Like in many of the programs here, I give you stuff online. You're responsible for being prepped and ready. And because when we meet together, it's gonna be you and I sharing and learning and practicing, okay?
And not really much standing up there and lecturing.
Yeah, lecturing is gonna take place online. I've got those recorded. I've got the PowerPoints there, so you can go through those lectures, but our time is precious and limited, and I want you practicing and looking and practicing on models and doing activities and quizzing each other and doing the cadaver. And so be prepared. It's not heavy, Chrissy talking to you. You get tired of me anyway, okay? So it's
Although,
gonna be,
isn't her accent lovely? So we do
according to where you're from.
we do a north-south bit, you know, that's kind of pretty cool. But,
Yeah, when you know us better, we'll do the bit for you, so, yeah.
Chrissy, last few times you had them do stuff on social media.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what accounts? You
Sure.
know, my 16-year-old is into Yik Yak too.
Well,
so-
I haven't done Yik Yak yet, and I haven't done Snapchat because we can't keep those. You know,
Right.
Snapchat kind of self-destructs
Right.
itself. So, you know, I may start Vine this year. So
Right.
you might, if you don't have a Vine account, you might get Vine, which are the little videos. So we may do that. So check into Vine if you're not a Vine person yet, but definitely get a Twitter account. Okay, because Twitter is the big one that I use if you don't tweet. Because what'll happen is our first couple of tests, we're actually going to tweet each other test questions and small pictures and that sort of thing. So one of the things that you'll find is very, very important, if you have not identified that yet, is to get in study groups. You're not going to be able to do this program alone on an island, okay? You need each other. So we start that from the beginning. We start to build community with each other. We quiz each other because we have different strengths. And this program is going to challenge you in different ways, many different ways than you've been challenged in your life up until this point. And you're not going to have every perfect strength that needs to be successful, so you got to team up with your friends. So we do social media because it helps connect us as a group, connects you to me, and you can always tweet me really quickly, or you can text me, and you'll get all of those kind of rules. But we try to use social media to build that community together. So
Just I will say, if you're texting any teachers, you know, don't assume we have your phone number in our phones, so we might not know who you are,
Yeah.
so say,
and we're not being rude if we say, okay, but
who
is
are
this?
you?
Yeah. So we usually can kind of figure it out, but just, you know, start your text with, hey, this is Hannah, you know, so we'll know who it is. You'll have me later in the program. You may have me in kinesiology.
For the summer,
For the summer, yeah, kinesiology, where we get to play and learn different things. But in each class, the great thing about us is because you have us through the whole program, we have that, you know, that forward vision and knowing what you're going to need. So we will introduce concepts and say, you're going to need this for kines, let's talk more about it, so we can pull those things through the curriculum. So we're consistently doing that. Kinesiology, adult practice and process, so many different things. You'll see me, a lot of the sciencey stuff I'll be in there for, and fully available. There are times I'll put myself off limits, like from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., and we all have kind of those different rules for that. But, you know, we try to be very available to you because we understand that how life is now. We understand that, you know, you're not locked into 8 to 5, you're kind of fluid all over the place, and we try to honor that for you guys. And we'll tell you, you know, if you haven't heard back from me in a certain period of time, try again. And so we'll tell you those things. So, all right, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Chrissy works, tell them about your real job.
Oh, my real
This is her
This
fake
is
job.
her real job.
Uh-huh.
No, on my other life, I like to say my other life is I am the Director of Clinical Services for the fourth largest now, we're fifth largest, the fourth largest outpatient company in the United States. So I have about 600 therapists that I design the educational programming and train them, and something new comes down the pike, Medicare changes a rule, I've got to dig in, figure out what's going on, and teach them how to do it. You know, I work closely with our compliance officer. She said this week, you know, we have problems with people not knowing the difference between group and individual therapy. So that means I've got to put together a education module and roll it out. When G-codes came down the pike, I had to do a big G-code section and everybody. So if it has to do with quality of care and treatment, and this is how we treat our patients, all the way to here's a new Medicare rule, it's my job to dig in, find it, get the education, and push it out. So I have clinicians that I work with from Kansas City to Arizona to North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. So we're kind of all over the place. So it's kind of neat. I'm able to bring that piece of my life and that very businessy piece into our lives as on the ground in academia. So it's kind of a neat blend for me. So that's my
Okay,
real
and you
job.
have-
And I'm a hand therapist.
And you have how many?
I have
kids?
3. I have a blended family, so I have a 15-year-old bonus daughter, and then a 16-year-old daughter, and 18-year-old son. Yeah, sophomore, junior, and senior in high school. So,
And what do you do for fun besides work 2 jobs?
yeah, work 2 jobs. I'm a runner, so I like to, run. Half marathon is kind of my thing. That's kind of my distance I like to do, and I'm as slow as a turtle stomping through peanut butter, but I do it. So, yeah, so that's kind of my life. Like to travel, like to hop on a plane and, go places. My job kind of affords me that opportunity so they pay for it. Like 2 weeks ago, I was in Las Vegas for a national workers' compensation conference, so that was kind of fun. So I like to do that. So that's sort of, that's me in a nutshell. So, awesome. K Young at Brenau.edu is I'm Probert, but old email address, so kyoung@brenau.edu. If you have any questions or want to ask anything, okay? You guys enjoy your time
Thank you,
here.
Chrissy.
Thanks, Mayor.
All right.
Hello, my name is Tinsley Martin.
Tinsley?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna call you Tinsel. You haven't heard that
That
like
weird.
before?
I've heard it.
Yes, I know.
I'm from Atlanta, so not very far. I just graduated from Georgia Southern.
Any other Georgia Southern people? We usually have a couple. All right. I think there's a Georgia Southern couple in the people above.
Yes. With a degree in psychology. And I think I bring happiness and cheerfulness, so maybe that'll calm us down when
Okay,
we're really
that's
stressed.
good.
And then I would just like to learn from everyone's different experiences while we're going through this and collaborate and learn as much as possible.
Cool. All right, good. Chicago.
Well, I'm technically from Glen Ellen, which is 25 miles west.
All right, but we'll
y'all
call you
never- you've never
Chicago.
heard of Glen Ellen, so.
Yeah.
My name is Ruth. I'm from there. I live in Avondale Estates now. I just moved here on Saturday, so it's been
Okay.
fun. My GPS hasn't been working, so
Ah.
fun. Otherwise, I went to school in Illinois and majored in psychology for undergrad. And something I bring to our program is I tend to be someone who creates a tribe. I've been told multiple times I can make 2 people who are nothing alike get along and kind of be the glue. So
That's
I
good.
hope I can do that with us and create study groups and friendships. And I'm also really good at being silly in stressful times. I'll be
Good.
on the floor rolling around trying to make everybody laugh.
Good.
For sure. And something I need is someone to do or people to show me tough love on the days
Suck
that
it
you
up.
don't want to read one more
Okay.
word. It's no, read it and get it done and don't work off.
Okay. All right. Good. All right.
My name is Marisol, and I was born in New York, but I was raised in Colombia, so I
Ah.
consider myself Colombian.
What does that mean? Is that butterfly?
Marisol?
Yeah.
Actually, you were to translate it, it means sea and sun, so it's much of a summer name. Mar
Sea?
means
Like
the sea,
SEA, like the
sea,
ocean? Sea and
and
sun.
sun. Mhm.
Oh, that's lovely.
Sea and sun, actually, when I was doing my student teaching, my kids would call, I told them what it meant, so they would call me sea and sun sometimes.
Okay. All right.
But
So
anyway.
my nickname for you is S square. S square. It's kind of cool and edgy.
I think I would bring to the group love of learning. I'm a teacher at heart. I try to make learning fun. So I know that it's going to be tough, but I try to make it as interesting as possible because this is what's going to get us from point A to point B. And I think I need just a listening ear because sometimes I tend to talk a lot. And a driving buddy, because I heard that the anatomy class is in Gainesville.
Yes.
So if anybody lives around the Woodstock area, I'm like, Fridays with me. Maybe
On Friday.
say
Does
some
anybody else
help,
live
you
in
know.
Woodstock, Canton, Marietta?
Yeah, that area.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you might want to drive together. All right, go ahead.
My name is Kelly. I go to Georgia College in Milledgeville right now for
Any other
exercise
Milledgeville
science.
friends? We have several people in the day program from there. Yeah.
I think I bring excitement, and I will need help with studying.
Help study. What subjects do you think are going to be more challenging?
Probably things like neuro.
Okay, all right. Study groups help. Good. All right. Talk loud.
My name is Hillary. I am from outside of Wilmington, Delaware, just like
Did you just move here, or you're going to be commuting?
here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, for student stuff.
So y'all might want to like talk about like getting apartments in the same complex or
Right,
something.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to live together, but you live close.
Right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. And I think I can bring, like a sense of humor to you guys and stuff, and, I'm a good listener, so if anyone has problems and wants to talk to me. And I think that what I'll probably need is just to kind of feel at home here, because I don't know the area or anything like that.
So all you natives kind of take her under your wing. And there's no OT program in Delaware?
No.
Yeah.
There's actually, University of Delaware just has PT, so we
Yeah,
don't have a PT
okay.
program.
So you would have had to go to Maryland, which
Yeah,
only has
Maryland,
one, or Virginia?
Schools in Philadelphia do like.
There's a
Jackson,
lot
there's
in
a lot
Virginia and Philly.
It's really usually pretty competitive in the Philly schools
Yeah.
at least, but, yeah, so I
Well,
sort of
this is
started-
good, it's kind of an adventure for you.
That's what I would never have the opportunity
Yeah.
to live, to be living in this area.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. The people in the day program, the ones who moved from Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, the three of them are gonna stay. They thought they would go back, and they're all staying because they love it here, so you never know.
My name is Tara. I'm from Jamestown, Tennessee. It's a really small town in the country.
Give us a point of reference.
In between Nashville and Knoxville.
Okay, we can live with that. All right.
And I graduated from Tennessee Tech University.
So United States of Tara, right? Isn't that a TV show? That's what we're gonna call her.
I majored in exercise science, pre-OT. And I bring motivation, but I need OT friends.
You need OT friends, all right, well, we're here for you, yay. All right,
My name's Katie, and I'm from New Jersey, and I went to Clemson University.
any other Clemson people?
And
Not
I
that want to admit it, that is, sorry, just, sorry.
And I majored in psychology, and one thing I think I can bring is encouragement, and one thing I need is study groups.
Okay, so it looks like people are needing study groups. You do, Zach?
Zach.
Okay.
My name is Zach Freeman. I'm from Birmingham. I went to undergrad at University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide. And what I feel like I can bring is dedication and ability to work in teams and be creative.
Well, you'll be staying there and commuting back?
No, I'll be here.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, I was looking for a place to stay also. So
Okay,
I'm new to the
so
area.
y'all should find the same complex. Lisa lives in a complex locally too.
Yeah.
All right, hey, remember that person who I said is the editor of that Bible? That OT Bible? This is her! Introduce yourself.
I haven't had a full cup of coffee.
Yeah.
She had yours.
Right.
I'm Barb Shell, and I just wanted to poke my head in and say congratulations for being here. We're really excited to have you here. And I don't know what they've already told you. What have they already told you? Like,
Just tell them about yourself.
tell them about myself. Okay. I've been in OT for 40-some years. I graduated in 72, so I've been in OT for a really long time. And so the good news is that I've really enjoyed my entire career that whole time, so I compliment you on your career choice. It really is a very cool field. And it's a field that you can do lots of different things in. So just to give you an idea, I started as a staff therapist at the VA hospital in Tampa when it first opened, if anybody knows that hospital, and worked with folks with physical disabilities, spinal cord injuries, variety of stuff, mental health issues. Was there for several years into that, I got a little frustrated with system management issues and got interested in management. So I actually got my master's in business management pretty early on. I started my third year in and finished, by 5 years. So my next job took me to management at the University of Missouri Hospital and Clinic, where I managed, and I had so much supervisory experience. I had supervised one level 2 student and volunteers, and all of a sudden I had a new master's degree and a department of about 13 people and in this big medical center. And it was a lot of fun. So we, again, acute care, rehab, and management sort of mixed, and there was a curriculum down the hall, so I kind of got introduced to teaching. and that's part of what I'm saying about the career. There's so many interesting things. So we took lots of level 1 and level 2 students, and I worked with the faculty down the hall. Did that for about 5 years. That's also where I met my husband, John, who is teaching next door. He's a retired professor from the University of Georgia, but has been doing some adjunct for us since he retired. And then that's also where I started to get interested in state organizational activities. I actually got involved in the licensure committee there because it was when we were trying to get OTs licensed across the states. And ultimately became a representative for the state of Missouri and got it to the AOTA level. And I tell you that because a lot of my career has involved service as well as working. And it's been really, it's the kind of stuff that helped position me to do some of the things I've been able to do later on in my career. So anyway, was there for a while, then moved to Pittsburgh, where I was the manager of OT in a large rehab center, like kind of like a Shepherd kind of place for those of y'all that are around here. Is a 200-bed rehab facility, Harmonville Rehab in Pittsburgh. Had about 40 staff members, OTs, OT assistants, and also some non-OT folk. Did that for a while, and John was doing consulting, and at that time in our marriage we take turns, so the move to Pittsburgh was my move. And after about 5 or 6 years, we were sort of done with that. 7 years actually. I love management, but it is a bit of a repetitive stress disorder after a while, and you need to take breathers. So I was like, okay, I need a break. And he wanted to do a faculty position, so we ended up moving to Athens, where he was on faculty at the University of Georgia, and I didn't know what the heck I was going to do, except I knew I wanted to get my doctorate. So I ended up going to UGA and got a PhD in adult education, but had a professor there who was very tuned into the issues I was concerned about, which was clinical and professional reasoning. Because really managing in healthcare really means helping people be better therapists, which really means helping them be better clinical reasoners, okay? So, and I had been doing AOTA and publishing a little bit and here, there, and yonder, and so that's when I got involved in being asked to do, after my dissertation, a chapter for Willing and Spackman, and then I ended up being asked to be a co-editor, and I went on and on that now I'm the lead editor, and it's a very fun kind of thing. So, anyway, that's me in a nutshell. I'm still working, still trucking along, going to be here for probably another year or so full-time, and then I will be retiring, so you're going to be around for my retirement party. I hope you come.
Put that on the calendar.
Put that on the calendar. And then I'll probably hang around as an adjunct with some stuff. But one of the things that's been really exciting to me since I started the program is to see us start from this tiny little thing to the Gainesville program, to this weekend program, which was really Mary's brainchild, and she's done a fabulous job with it. It's one of the most innovative weekend programs in the country, and so you're in really good hands with her. And then the day program, so I feel like we've really brought occupational therapy to a region of the country that was tremendously underserved. There's a lot of kids and a lot of adults and a lot of older adults in a variety of settings that, I'm gonna get checked out, I really am already.
She always does.
I always do, I just never know when. You really get to participate in life in ways that they wouldn't have if it wasn't for the services that our folks are providing and that you're learning to do. So I congratulate you on a great career choice. We don't get to see each other as much as we'd like, but I'm always happy to chat with you and talk with you, and I do try and get down here. I will be teaching on weekends next semester, so I'll probably in opposite rooms, so feel free to grab me in the hall, ask questions or whatever, and we'll see you next semester.
Cool.
Okay?
Thank you, Barb. Yes, enjoy the presentation. All right. Where were we? Here you go. Speak loud.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Kishane. I'm from St. Kitts. It's an island in
Yes.
the Caribbean.
And Dr. Mills, who you're going to have for evidence-based practice, her mom and dad live in St. Kitts. So we know what she has to offer us is a vacation home.
Okay. Well, what I bring is great personality. Sometimes you
A
might
beach
think-
house.
Yeah.
Yes.
A beach house. And I love Caribbean food, so sometimes if you see me eat an oxtail or curry goat, just, you know,
Ask for
so
a
you can
taste.
always ask me. I could bring a little extra, it doesn't matter. And I really need a good study partner, like a midnight study partner, because I studied from
Who's a
3
late
to
night
5
person?
a.m.
Okay, so we have some
That's-
other late night people.
That's when I
Get on Google Hangout or Zoom.
That's when I actually retain all my information, so in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm-
Demetrius is gonna say, hey honey, I'm calling my other wife right now. My school wife. Just let her know you met a school wife today.
She already know.
Because during the daytime, I'm at work. I
What
work
do you
at
do
Del-
for work?
I work at Delta Airlines.
Delta.
So-
So she can get us free. And a beach house. Yay! New best friend.
I think
Hey,
that's
love
it,
it.
really. I have a little accent, so if I say something you don't understand, just ask me. You know.
So do I. So,
Nice to meet you guys. And that's-
hey,
yeah.
welcome.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I'm from Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
My undergraduate degree is biomedical science and biology. But what I can bring, motivation and enthusiasm for learning. I love being in school. And what I need is probably a study group because I'm very independent. And for me to have to, for me to go out of that and actually have somebody else to study with.
Okay, all right, well, good.
Hi, I am Demetrius. I'm born and raised in Georgia, and I graduated from Bernal with a health science degree.
Whoa, we gotta give him a prize for surviving Brunel. I don't know what this is. Looks like a day planner, yay!
Oh, I offer great time management.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's what he offers. He's gonna give somebody a
And I need support from other people who seek the same journey as me to OT. So.
All right, yay, all right. How about we go here?
I'm Erin Grant, and I'm from Southwest Georgia, south of Atlanta.
Anybody else like that area? Peachtree City, Southbridge, where? Griffin, okay, so you can drive up.
That'd be nice.
It is good, like, if you live far, to find somebody to drive with, and then you can use that time to study before tests, so.
I went to Mississippi State University, and different bulldog. And then I graduated with a kinesiology with a concentration in clinical exercise
You know, Mary
physiology.
Claire Rankin in our day program, she went there. So look her up on Facebook.
I don't know you.
Stalker.
What I can bring to the group is I'm really creative and artsy and stuff like that. I'm a dance teacher. And I also grew up on a farm, so I have a hard work ethic. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But I have a hard work ethic, and I always know I don't like to procrastinate. That's
So
my
you grew up on a
pet peeve.
farm?
I did.
What kind of farm?
I was saying to Sunny, it's an agri-tainment farm, and so like it's a pumpkin patch, so you can come and you like bring your family, pick a pumpkin out of the
Field
patch,
trip.
and like it's a fair activity and stuff like that. And then for Christmas you come out and cut down a Christmas tree.
Yay, all right, very cool.
And one thing that I want from y'all is I've been working my whole life, and so I want to get back into the school atmosphere, and so I feel like I can do that here.
Okay, cool, yay, all right, Sunny.
Hey, as she said, I'm Sunny. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Went to school at the University of Alabama, who is going to win the FCC championship today. Got my major in psychology, and my husband and I live in Vinings right now.
Any other Smyrna people? No?
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
I work as a rehab tech for Surgeons Orthopedics, and one of the things that I can bring.
So do you work with any of our grads? Like
No,
Rhonda,
no, we're not
Abbott,
grads,
or-
but there
oh.
is one on the doctor's side who is the week at night program.
Who's that?
I don't know her name.
Rachel, maybe?
She's
Okay.
in her 3rd year.
Ah, okay, awesome.
So she had my job until she started school.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Good.
But I do work full time, so what I can bring is laughs, encouragement, and acceptance. I'll take you good, bad, ugly, however you're doing. No judgment here because I'm a hot mess at times too.
Okay.
And so
Yeah, we like that.
on that note, I'm going to need encouragement during the week. My job is to encourage people, and as you guys are going to feel where people are hurting. And what I'm learning is that takes a lot out of you. So after working full time, I'm going to need someone that's going to be like, Sunny, gear up. We got to go. Round 2. You got another full time job. So that's just
Yeah,
what I'm going to need.
it's a good view that you really need to view this program as sort of a second full-time job. And what students have told me is that you kind of have to be committed to a minimum of 25 to 30 extra hours a week. So I want you each to kind of go home and think about, what are you going to give up that you're doing now? Because you're going to have, besides your spouses and your dogs or whatever. You know what I mean? But 25, 30 hours a week, you're committing to. This is way different than just taking one class at a time. So, anything else?
I go to bed at 8:15 every day, so
don't
I'm getting
call.
someone, no, call me, keep me awake.
Who's the nighttime person?
I know, I'm nighttime people, because
So just like bug the crap out of her.
yes, yeah, wake me up. And a place to stay on Friday, so I don't have to drive back and forth.
Yay! All right, yay, all right. Lindsay.
We should be, just a community.
I love it. I'm with you on that one. My name is Lindsay. I'm from Georgia. I've lived here my whole life.
Where?
I'm originally from Dalton. I'm back in Dalton now,
Okay.
so I'm up towards Tennessee.
Right,
ish.
right.
And I lived in Cherokee County for a while,
Okay.
Canton area.
Uh-huh.
So, but I just moved back over this summer because I just got married in October. So, yeah. I was exercise science major at now University of North Georgia. It used to be North Georgia
Right,
College and
right.
State. And I am good with teamwork. I'm good at talking things out. That's kind of how I learn best.
Okay.
Just to explain it again after class and everything. And I'm rehab tech too. I'm part-time. I'm with Benchmark Physical Therapy at 3 different
You
clinics.
know, that's who she
I was
works
thinking
with.
that was who it was.
Yeah.
When she was saying that. Because they have grown a lot lately
Right,
with the
right.
North Carolina clinics and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to need some encouragement and study partners too.
All right,
There we
good.
go.
All right, how about we go over here?
I am Tiffany Sims, and I'm from a really, really small town called Gillsville. There's literally nothing there. It's
Gillsville, Georgia.
Gillsville,
Near
Georgia.
Gainesville.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
about 20 minutes outside of Gainesville, so.
I went to
Gainesville.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
not many
Yeah.
people do. We tried to get a Dollar General recently, and all
Right.
the older people were like, oh my gosh, we turned into a big town. I went to a really small college called Truett McConnell College in Cleveland, Georgia, not far away from Gillsville, and I majored in psychology, so I have a psychology background. And right now I'm working at the YMCA in Gainesville. YMCA, if y'all ever need a personal trainer, or a group fitness instructor, or a wellness coach, I'm your girl. I have so much energy and I love working out. So, and I'm also very social and I talk a lot, especially when I drink this stuff called Spark. It gets really sparked up. I don't like coffee, so I have to drink Spark. Yeah, I have to get it. And so, yeah, but I'm looking for a study group, of course, in the Gainesville area. So,
Or, I mean, it could be virtual too.
yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of you are